I'm Heather Miller-Lardon. I'm a historical bassist, and this video is going to look at the 77 Baroque Bass Lines number 8. This is an Adagio by Benedetto Marcello. It's in A minor, common time, and the metronome marking that we're given here is I'm looking at it. It's eighth note equals 72, and to me, that feels really slow. I think at the time this book was originally edited, people were playing things at a slower tempo. I would feel more comfortable playing it around 96 or 98 to the half note. And the reason for that is I want to feel that it's in 4 the whole time. Eighth note pulses don't keep the line moving. So I'm going to take that liberty, play it a little faster. The affect of this movement is, in my mind, kind of melancholy or reflective. We don't have anything but a forte at the beginning. This is the only dynamic that we have. So throughout this section, I want to use the direction of the line to create dimension, and I'm going to lean on chromatic intervals. It's kind of a decorated walking bass line. Like it's complicated. This is a really interesting one to play with. So let's look at the first phrase. The beginning to bar 5 goes all the way to a cadence in C major. The opening, though, starts with a bunch of A's, and it's very easy to make it lumpy if you lump the octaves, if you go down too slow. That's one of the reasons I like this faster tempo. So listen, this is what I would do. And this would be if I made too much of the A's. I think you can get away with that if you're playing a smaller instrument, but if you're playing this larger instrument that's going to resonate longer, you want those low A's to be much more subtle so that they blend in with what everybody else is doing. It gives it a kind of a glow. Then we keep going through to that cadence, and we just want to keep those eighth notes walking. To the G. More walking eighth notes. And our cadence on C. And I'm going to land gently on that cadence, decrescendo through it. Now we have an interesting line with quarter notes in this next phrase. They are rather chromatic, and I'm going to use them to help create that line, as I mentioned before. I will play them not entirely full length. This comes out of Leopold Mozart. We want to have a little bit of articulation, but I think because of the slow tempo, they can be on the longer side. So here's the pickup to 6. Make that interesting. C sharp. Now we have a little decoration, and I imagine this is something imitative that's going on in the melodic line. What there is a little dotted 16th note rhythm, and Lucas Drew gives you a hooked bowing for that, which I think works just fine as long as you group the whole thing. So like this. And it comes back again, a step lower. I'm going to actually make this a little bit louder because we're moving towards the next cadence. Then we're in A minor now, but we still have another couple of bars to go. There's a nice little tag here that ends up again in another A minor cadence. There's an interesting G sharp, and then the 16th notes, you can choose how you want to play them. You could play them long and gluey, or you could play them light and puffy. I could see either one of those things working. And I just landed on that cadence a little harder than I wanted to. Don't recommend that. Okay, so now that we have talked through this excerpt, I'm going to run it in full. I'm going for a different style than I would if it were a solo or an etude, a typical etude. Even though I don't have other musicians with me to respond to, I'm going to assume that another bowed bass player is playing this line along with me in the 8-foot octave or the cello range. So I'm going to focus on shaping a transparent and supportive bass line. That means I'll need to create significant contrast, audible contrast, and some notes I'm going to intentionally ghost, and they might not come out as audible as others.